It's extremely unwise to pick a fight with anyone as competent, capable and competitive as Elon Musk, but it appears Wikipedia's co-founder has not learned that lesson. Let's watch this clip where he seems to suggest that Grokipedia won't succeed while simultaneously lying and misleading the audience into thinking Wikipedia isn't leftist propaganda, but is in fact a neutral platform.
It's like one of our core values at Wikipedia is neutrality. It's one of the things I say, neutral point of view is non-negotiable. It's in the community unquestioned.
I have to stop. My God, dude. When Wikipedia first launched, it was in fact actually neutral, at least appeared to be so, lasted for a few years, and then moved further and further and further, and now is extremely far left. Anyone who today, in 2025, or even 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, was under the impression that Wikipedia was neutral, and in fact, the neutrality was one of their core principles, is clinically retarded. Wikipedia has long been captured by the left. All one need do is look at a page set up for anything at all that has a bit of a political flavour, either left or right, and see how it's presented. A person, a topic, you'll see slander, attacks, negativity about anyone or anything on the political right, yet the mirror image, a comparable article for a person or a topic on the left, presented completely differently. The only thing more brain dead and demonstrative of retardation than thinking Wikipedia is neutral is thinking CNN or MSNBC or the late night propagandists posing as comedians that aren't actually funny are politically neutral.
Do we always get it right? Of course not. There's always something minor. But the idea that we've become somehow Wikipedia is just not true. I always say, look, if you see a problem in Wikipedia, come and engage. Let's talk about it. Let's make it better together. This is what Wikipedia is all about. In terms of that impact of AI and people's reading habits, how they're consuming information, well, it's really important to understand all of the AIs are trained very, very much on Wikipedia data. That's important. We believe that attribution is an ethical.
Well, that's interesting. So all the AIs are trained on Wikipedia, huh? Maybe that explains why they're all brain dead and retarded, except for Grok.
Responsibility, and many times it's a legal requirement. It's certainly one of the few things we ask if you use our content is to cite your source and to give credit. And the AIs haven't been very good at that, and so I think that's an area that we need to see improvement. But certainly, we've experienced many times the change in how people are accessing information. The shift from desktop to mobile was really important a few years back, and we didn't know what our place would be in that, but of course obviously we're massively popular there. It's too early to say.
And on the competition between Wikipedia and Grokipedia.
Oh, there's no competition. I don't know of anyone who uses Grokipedia, so
but you don't see that picking up either.
There's a few things I have to say here. First and foremost, how telling it is that he claims to not know a single person that uses Grokipedia and is laughing about the idea. Perhaps, I know this is going out on a limb, but maybe he truly doesn't know anyone who uses Grokipedia because he lives in a left-hearted bubble full of deranged leftists and thinks that since everyone in his world all thinks the same way, they must all be politically neutral. I've done many comparisons between Wikipedia and Grokipedia on a bunch of different topics and articles so far. Grokipedia is still young, early and growing, isn't seeded with as much content, but is far and away better, demonstrably neutral as opposed to politically biased, and provides far more relevant, interesting, valid and useful information on any given topic.
No, I don't think I think it's a ridiculous idea and will never work. So,
well, shots fired. Did he just suggest that Grokipedia is a ridiculous idea and will never work? Publicly challenging Elon Musk and the team at XAI? Probably going to regret that, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, that's heartening to hear as someone who comes from the information industry.
So perhaps maybe we might now listen to a clip from late in 2024 from Larry Sanger, who funnily enough is also a Wikipedia co-founder, sharing his opinion on whether or not Wikipedia has a leftist bias or not. After all, much like Wikipedia itself, you want to source a variety of opinions on something like this, especially when you have access to co-founders of Wikipedia themselves.
Introduced the neutrality policy before Wikipedia was even conceived of, and then Wikipedia inherited it from Nupedia. Wikipedia made a real effort at neutrality for, I would say, its first 5 years or so, and then it began a long, slow slide into what I would call leftist propaganda. I mean, it's a harsh description to put on Wikipedia, but...
What an interesting contrast in opinions. Larry, again, co-founder of Wikipedia, admitting that about 5 years into its life as a Wikipedia, the site began drifting to the left, further and further to the left, such that today it is fair and reasonable, accurate to describe Wikipedia as leftist propaganda. He notes that that sounds like a very harsh description, but it is in fact true. It's not like there's a slight bias on Wikipedia. It's absolutely fucking gone. If I, in the past, had ever donated money to Wikipedia, I would feel ashamed and disgraced and angry at what it's become. I remind you, a few years ago, Elon Musk buys Twitter, renames it to X, saves free speech. Prior to then, there wasn't a single social media platform where anyone could reach a large audience and freely share their thoughts, opinions, and ideas. In fact, all you could share was the one true narrative. No questions, no dissent, nothing but the officially approved one true narrative. The exact same narrative that had universally captured the leftist mainstream media. Since Musk's acquisition of Twitter, the only large platform where people could freely share their thoughts, opinions, and ideas, not be silenced and shadow banned and censored if they went against the one true narrative, X has grown phenomenally, taken audience share, viewership away from YouTube, other social media platforms, and the hate stream media, the legacy media who hate you, hate humanity, and hate the truth. And a very interesting thing happened at both Facebook and YouTube soon after Musk acquired Twitter, then X, and people suddenly began flocking to the site and could freely share their thoughts, opinions, and ideas. Both platforms, by the way, YouTube, go fuck yourselves, suddenly reversed some truly absurd censorship policies, enabling people to once again start sharing opinions, asking questions, and even having thoughts out loud that went against the one true narrative. Why did this happen? Because people were thirsting for a neutral platform that wasn't controlled by the political left. Hence the astronomical growth in X over the last few years. The same thing's going to end up happening to Grokipedia. The arrogance to claim that they're not politically biased, to laugh at the idea that Grokipedia is going to be successful. Bro, I am telling you, people will flock to Grokipedia as they realize it's fair, reasonable, unbiased, and vastly superior to the, as Larry points out, leftist propaganda one finds on Wikipedia. Again, it's not harsh for him to describe Wikipedia today as leftist propaganda. It is accurate, it is fair, it is valid, and it is the truth. Again, this guy is a co-founder of the very platform he's now labeling accurately as leftist propaganda.
At least a lot of the political articles read that way now, but that's because they follow the news media, at least they have done in the last 10 years or so, 10 or 15 years. They've gradually gotten rid of all of blogs, and then more recently they've gotten rid of almost all conservative news sources as sources for their articles. And so as the news media has shifted, and as the establishment, frankly, has shifted more to the left, the content of Wikipedia has followed suit. It would have been hard for me to accept that this would happen and that it would be so striking. Even 10 years ago, I mean, already there was this decline and a slide to a center-left point of view by 2010.
Did somebody say Grokipedia? Check this out, breaking. Grokipedia has started to outrank Wikipedia on Google search results. The downfall of Wikipedia has officially begun. Here's why Grokipedia is going to crush Wikipedia. 1. A vastly superior, politically neutral information source. 2. It's made by AI. Not emotional, left-hearted Reddit mods moonlighting as Wikipedia contributors with a bone to pick, a political agenda. Oh, and by the way, even if they were super neutral, you just can't outwork AI. Let's look at Wikipedia's article on Elon Musk, just a few little key highlights, versus Grokipedia. Let's see if you can find any potential bias here, maybe a politically motivated agenda. The very beginning of the Wikipedia article, Elon Reeve Musk, with his birth date, is a businessman and entrepreneur known for his leadership of Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, how dare they dead name the X platform, and XAI. I mean, this is true, apart from I'm very confused as to why they would be referring to X in 2026 as Twitter. But that first paragraph is completely fair. His name, his date of birth, although you would maybe also expect where he was born to probably be in there, and some companies he's known for. Then in that same paragraph, Musk has been the wealthiest person in the world, remember billionaire bad, since 2025. As of February 2026, Forbes estimates his net worth to be around $852 billion. So, intentionally dead naming X, that's not an accident. And the same introductory paragraph also puts a target on his back because, as we know, billionaire bad, biggest billionaire equals biggest bad, therefore Elon bad. Why this is in the first paragraph is a little puzzling. Second paragraph, born into a wealthy family, aka didn't earn it. See, had a silver spoon in his mouth, therefore none of his accomplishments are valid. They try the same shit on Donald Trump, by the way. Now, I just have to, again, point out that, is this really politically neutral? Is this neutral? You know what would be neutral? Born in Pretoria, South Africa. Then goes on to talk about him moving to Canada, blah, 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 blah. Some of his early ventures. Let's just contrast this with his page on Grokipedia. Elon Reeve Musk, with his birth date, also handily calculating his age, a useful addition over the Wikipedia article, is a South African-born engineer. See, this is, look, we now talk about where he was born in the first paragraph. Much better. Entrepreneur and business magnate. He holds citizenship in South Africa by birth, Canada, through his mother, and the United States, naturalized in 2002. It then goes on, without mentioning wealthiest person, billionaire bad, to talk about his entrepreneurial track record. After all, he is an engineer and entrepreneur, and each of these projects were him doing engineering and being an entrepreneur. Found Zip2 and X.com, which merged with PayPal, acquired by eBay in 2002, CEO and product architect of Tesla, founder, CEO, chief engineer SpaceX, founder and CEO of XAI. Now, again, this is just so much better than Wikipedia. It's telling his specific roles in these companies. Owner and executive chair of X. Note again, they're telling everybody the actual name of this product. It's called X. Twitter intentionally dead naming the platform. Co-founder of Neuralink, which wasn't mentioned at all on the Wikipedia page. Former co-founder of OpenAI, not mentioned on the Wikipedia page, at least on the intro. And founder of The Boring Company, also not mentioned, at least early on Wikipedia. Then adds more context. SpaceX acquired XAI in an all-stock transaction, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't think I need to go any further to have already illustrated the point on a single subject matter that most people watching this channel will be intimately familiar, Elon Musk. If you are to read and contrast the Wikipedia article versus the Grokipedia article on Elon Musk, and you do not see a clear bias on Wikipedia, you are clinically retarded. First paragraph, Musk has been the wealthiest person in the world. Second paragraph, born into a wealthy family. Intentionally naming X Twitter on purpose. Come on, bro. There are more words dedicated to Elon Musk's on-paper net worth than there are relating to the companies that have produced that on-paper net worth. Tesla, SpaceX, XAI, Neuralink, Boring Company. In fact, the first paragraph, roughly equal numbers of words describing Elon Musk's name, date of birth, what he does, and some of his key companies as Elon is the wealthiest person in the world, billionaire bad. In the first fucking paragraph. If only I had a Wikipedia page or a Grokipedia page, I could do a comparison on that too. By the way, fun fact, I do have a direct family member who has had a Wikipedia page for probably at least 15 years. Really, by the way. But as a man, it is my job to protect my family, so I won't say any more. You know, I just thought I'd have a quick look just in case, confirming, I mean, who cares about me, but solving the money problem, no page exists on Wikipedia. But guess what? There is a solving the money problem page on Grokipedia. Now, I'm not sure how this ended up here. Originally, Grokipedia was seeded based on the same pages that were on Wikipedia. I guess somewhere along the line, people have started contributing their own articles. Let's see edits history. Let's go all the way back. How did this happen? Oh, it's just edit history. Who did this? I don't know how this ended up here. Oh, suggest article. Oh, that's how it ended up here. Cool. So anyway, I don't know who did this, but thanks. So let's read this article. Let's see how reasonable this is. Can't wait to see my controversies and criticisms section. Solving the Money Problem is a YouTube channel specializing in Tesla, offering detailed analyses of its technological advancements, product developments, and ecosystem in electric vehicles and autonomy. The channel provides data-driven commentary on Tesla's innovations, targeting enthusiasts and investors interested in sustainable mobility. Well, actually just interested in Tesla, while maintaining independence without official affiliation to the company. True. Oh, okay. Founded by content creator Stephen Mark Ryan, it emphasizes objective, some would say extremely biased, evidence-based insights into Tesla's progress in battery technology, full self-driving capabilities, and market strategies, often drawing on public data, financial reports, and engineering breakdowns to demystify complex topics. You know what? I don't think we're going to read this whole thing. You guys, I mean, you're watching the fucking channel, you know this shit, but I just want to make sure there's no like major red flags. Establishment year, correct, but the first video was not on March Oh, well, how's this? Look at this suggested edit. How do I fix this? This is amazing. This is actually perfect. I'm going to do a live edit request right here, right now, because I found a mistake in the article. All right, submitting my edit now. I didn't even need to register a new account to be a contributor. I can just make my suggested edit. How curious. So let's continue. Launch and founding, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here we go. The host of Solving the Money Problem has a background in finance, true. With prior experience in investment banking, almost true. Had a mortgage finance business, close. And market analysis that shapes the channel's emphasis on Tesla's economic viability and stock valuation. Skipping ahead a little bit further, content focus, Tesla technologies, fair enough. Autonomy, true. Electric vehicles, true. I'll tell you what, this is a pretty comprehensive page. I'm not going to bother reading it all. I've noticed another inconsistency here. Solving the Money Problem launched its YouTube channel in late 2020, late 2019 actually. I'll submit my second edit. Here we go. 2 edits in a couple of minutes at most. Wait a fucking second, bro. I just refreshed this page like moments after I've sent my edits. It says fact checked by Grok 3 minutes ago. That's changed. Let's have a look if... No fucking way, dude. Bro, what the fuck? It's already... See, this is why Wikipedia is doomed. I dead ass made those edits 3 minutes ago, went and got a drink of electrolytes, come back, refresh the page, and they're live. Is this real life? It's not only accurately added when the channel was established, but also the first video upload date. Dude, what the fuck? The second edit further down under reception and influence is also live. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a shitload of mistakes. If I keep reading through this piece by piece, just about every number's probably going to be off by a little bit at least. But the fact that I was able to in real time, by the way, the UI designer who did this, you click on something and it suggests an edit right there. God damn, that's so smart. Yeah, in conclusion, Wikipedia's cooked. Now, it is important to understand that this is still Grokipedia version 0.2, not even close to 1.0, and that's important. This will be renamed to Encyclopedia Galactica once it deserves that title. No doubt, there will be many issues, discrepancies, slight inaccuracies, especially in articles like this where no one gives a flying fuck. Obviously, Elon Musk's page, there's going to be a lot of people contributing, fixing things and so on, but no one cares about my page on Grokipedia. So no one's going to be sitting there, oh, actually, technically, this number is not quite correct. Let me update that. But the fact that I was able to personally make a couple of edits in real time while recording a video, go grab a drink, come back, refresh the page, and they're fucking live already. Unreal. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has been part of my daily health protocol for almost half a decade. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals and helps me fill in nutritional gaps while supporting energy, digestion, and immune function. It also has prebiotics and probiotics to promote gut health. I take my health very seriously, and so should you. Try AG1 today by visiting drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment and enjoy a free welcome kit with vitamin D3 plus K2 and AG1 travel packs. That's drinkag1.com/SMR.